Once upon a time, in the vast expanse of the Eurasian steppes, there existed a remarkable people known as the Scythians. Their story unfolds across centuries, shrouded in the mystery of their origins and the vastness of their roaming grounds. Picture a land stretching from the western lands of Thrace all the way to the majestic Altai Mountains of Mongolia in the east, covering a distance of over 4,000 kilometers. This was the realm of the Scythians, a land of open plains, desert expanses, and lush forests where the nomadic way of life thrived. These were no ordinary folk. They were masters of the steppe, skilled horse riders who tended to their herds and lived within the shelter of their covered wagons. Theirs was a life dictated by the rhythm of the land, where agricultural pursuits took a backseat to the pastoral existence. But where did they come from, these enigmatic wanderers of the steppe? The question of their origins is a matter of much debate among scholars. Some say they journeyed westward from Asia into Europe through the Great Steppe Corridor, as Herodotus, the ancient Greek historian, suggests. Others propose they ventured north from the Araxes River of Armenia, according to the accounts of Diodorus Siculus, and then there are those who argue they made their way south in waves from the Volga-Ural steppes into the North Black Sea. Recent archaeological findings in the Altai Mountains hint at even earlier settlements, pushing their origins back to the late 9th century BCE. Yet, the descriptions of their appearance and language by Chinese chroniclers point towards a Bronze Age origin in the West, possibly linked to the Celts. Amidst these conflicting theories, one thing remains certain. The Scythians were a people of diverse origins, shaped by the vastness of the lands they traversed. Regardless of where they came from, they left an indelible mark on history, their cultural identity woven into the fabric of the Eurasian steppes. Divided into four main groups, the Pontic Scythians near the Black Sea, the Sarmatians from the northern Caspian Sea and rivers of Russia, the Masashti dwelling in the desert steppe of Central Asia, and the Saka in the east, the Scythians shared a common bond of warrior nomadism, unique governance, and distinctive art and attire. And with the vast expanses of the Eurasian steppes, the Scythian warriors prepared for battle, their weapons gleaming in the morning light. For centuries they had honed their skills in warfare, mastering the art of combat both on foot and on horseback. Their arsenal was formidable, encompassing a wide array of weapons. From their mighty battle axes to their swift arrows, from their sturdy shields to their gleaming swords, the Scythians were a force to be reckoned with. Clad in scale armor and helmets for protection, they were a sight to behold, a formidable sight that struck fear into the hearts of their enemies. Herodotus, the ancient Greek historian, spoke of their prowess, declaring them invincible and impossible to approach. And indeed, many nations sought their military services, recognizing the value of their tactical prowess and their ability to strike swiftly and decisively. In 490 BCE, it was the Saka-mounted archers who rode alongside the Persians in their conflict against the Greeks at the Battle of Marathon. Again, they stood by their allies at the Battle of Plataea in 479 BCE, their arrows raining down upon the enemy with deadly accuracy. But it wasn't just the Persians who sought the aid of the Scythians. They stood alongside Darius III in his fateful clash against Alexander the Great at the Battle of Gaugamela in 331 BCE. And later, they played a crucial role in the struggles of the Parthian kings, offering their assistance in times of dynastic trouble. Yet, perhaps their most spectacular victory came against the mighty Persian Achaemenid Empire. With cunning strategy and swift tactics, they lured the enemy deep into their territory, cutting off their supply lines and striking with deadly precision. Darius the Great himself fell victim to their prowess, his incursion into Scythian lands ending in defeat. But as the centuries passed, the Scythians faced challenges that would test their mettle like never before. Defeated by Philip II of Macedon, and later by Alexander the Great, they saw their once mighty reputation begin to fade. And as they clashed with the Greeks over control of the Black Sea trade routes, they suffered devastating defeats at the hands of Mithridates VI and the Roman legions. By the 4th century CE, the Scythians had all but vanished from the historical record, their once proud civilization swallowed up by the tides of time, devastated by the onslaught of the Huns and assimilated by the Goths. As the Scythian warriors rode across the vast steppes, their nomadic lifestyle was as much a part of their identity as their skill in battle. Yet, amidst their roaming existence, a subtle structure of governance and societal organization emerged, shaped by the demands of their environment and the intricacies of their culture. Though Herodotus spoke of Scythian kings, the reality of Scythian government was far more nuanced. It was a confederation of tribes and chiefs, where power was dispersed among various leaders rather than centralized in the hands of a single ruler. This was evident in their response to threats, as seen when Darius of Persia challenged the Scythian High King, Idanthyarsis. Though Idanthyarsis held a position of prominence, other subchiefs also had a voice, and decisions were made collectively, reflecting the decentralized nature of Scythian authority. But it wasn't just in matters of governance that the Scythians demonstrated unity. Their military organization was a testament to their communal ethos, with soldiers standing together in times of conflict, bound by a shared sense of purpose and camaraderie. Artifacts from their burial mounds revealed scenes of soldiers preparing for battle, demonstrating not only their prowess in warfare, but also the bonds of brotherhood that united them. Despite their reputation as nomads, the Scythians did establish settlements, particularly in regions where agriculture flourished. These settlements, inhabited by farmers who cultivated the land, served as centers of trade and commerce, reflecting the complexity of Scythian society beyond their nomadic lifestyle. Additionally, the presence of fortified settlements, such as the Belsk fortification in the Dnieper River Valley, suggests that some Scythians lived in more permanent structures, attesting to their adaptability in diverse environments. However, at the heart of Scythian life remained their nomadic traditions. Their iconic covered house wagons, pulled by teams of oxen, served as both shelter and symbol of their way of life. Opulently adorned, these mobile dwellings formed the nucleus of Scythian communities when gathered, creating the impression of a city on the move. While ancient texts often paint them as fierce warriors, recent discoveries in Kurgans, ancient burial mounds north of the Black Sea, have unveiled a different side to their civilization, a world of intricate artistry and social intricacies. Among the glittering gold artifacts lie stories of life and legacy, woven into every delicate detail. Take, for instance, the pectoral from the Tolstaya Modula Kurgan, a masterpiece of segmented goldwork that depicts scenes from everyday life with astonishing precision. From the milking of a ewe to the hunting prowess of griffins, each element tells a tale of Scythian existence, offering a glimpse into their interests, beliefs, and daily rituals. But it wasn't just in their art that the Scythians displayed their creativity and flair. Their love for bright colors and intricate decorations extended to their dress, with garments adorned with stitching, embroidery, and leather cutouts. From intricately embellished shoes to fur-trimmed capes, their attire was a testament to their skill and craftsmanship. And then there were their tattoos, intricate designs that adorned their bodies with abstract images of animals and symbols. From curled cats to majestic stags, each tattoo told a story, a reflection of their connection to the natural world around them. But the Scythians' love for art and expression didn't stop there. They were also lovers of music and dance, with instruments like lyres and panpipes unearthed from their ancient tombs. In one remarkable discovery, archaeologists found a harp-like instrument with at least 4 strings, crafted from a single hollowed-out wooden resonator. The tones that emanated from this instrument would have echoed across the steppes, a testament to the skill and ingenuity of the Scythian musicians who played it. In the end, the Scythians were more than just warriors. They were poets, artists, and musicians in their culture. In the silent mounds of the Scythian Kurgans, archaeologists unearthed more than just artifacts. They uncovered glimpses into a profound belief in the afterlife. Within these ancient tombs, meticulously adorned with treasures, lay the elite of Scythian society, surrounded by the trappings of their earthly existence. Weapons gleamed beside armor, while parts of wagons stood sentinel alongside carpets and textiles of rich design. Even provisions for sustenance, like foodstuffs and sealed wine amphorae, were laid to rest, echoing an expectation of what lay beyond the mortal realm. Central to the Scythian worldview were the elements, each imbued with its own symbolism and significance. The sky, stretching endlessly to meet the earth at the horizon, served as a constant reminder of the divine. The sun, a radiant orb in the heavens, bathed the steppe in its golden light, while fire, both a source of warmth and a symbol of security, held sway over their daily lives. It was amidst these elemental forces that the Scythians found their gods. Hestia, the goddess of fire, and Zeus, the god of the sky, were revered above all others. They were joined by a pantheon of deities, each representing facets of the natural world that shaped the Scythian existence. Apollo, associated with the sun, and Ares, the god of war, spoke to their martial prowess and the challenges of life on the steppe. Herodotus, in his accounts, spoke of 8 deities worshipped by the Scythians, though their names varied from those of the Greek pantheon. The earth was revered as Api, while Argampasa held sway as the goddess of material abundance akin to Aphrodite. These gods, though often unseen and unspoken, were integral to the fabric of Scythian life, their influence felt in every aspect of existence. But perhaps most fascinating of all was the role of women within Scythian society. Here, in the heart of the steppe, women held a status unparalleled in the ancient world. They were warriors and rulers, fierce and independent, their voices echoing across the plains alongside their male counterparts. The tale of the Amazons, those legendary warrior women of old, found its roots in the annals of Scythian history. Herodotus spoke of their arrival on Scythian shores, of their independence and their eventual integration into Scythian society. These women hunted and fought alongside their men, their status as rulers and warriors cemented through the ages. Even the archaeological record bore witness to the prominence of Scythian women. In the silent echoes of burial sites, female figures emerged as central figures, surrounded by the trappings of wealth and status. From the Ukalk Plateau to the vast expanses of Sarmatian territory, the graves of female warriors stood as testaments to their strength and sovereignty.